What is up, YouTube? This is Ender from War and Glory, bringing you our latest recap. This was an arranged war with Germantitans2.0. You can see here we did get the 3-star victory, so shout out to a strong showing from our members. Up top, our Town Hall 11s just destroyed it, going 10 out of 10 on dips. And GT had nice Town Hall 11 game too, going 9 out of 10 on dips. So that does make up 1 star in the difference. We got those 2 extra stars on our 10v10 game. So we had 4 10v10 hits compared to their 2. This was a 5-15-20 breakdown in a 40 versus war. And we will go ahead and get started with some of these 10v10 triples. Coming up first is Ange on their number 10. This pretty much sealed the win around the last hour of the war. After this 10v10 went down, they would have had to go perfect with their remaining 7 or 8 attacks, something like that, which included a couple 10v10s, so felt pretty good to see Ange get this attack down, and he was our last Town Hall 10 attacker, so after that the rest was dips. Ange comes in using minions to secure the Town Hall, getting a couple extra free buildings, and brings that Archer Queen up at 12 o'clock. Plan is to have her walk south, take out an air defense, and then use this Barb King and Bowler combo to take out a second air defense. So Archer Queen will get it easy. I believe he brought 4 bowlers, and they're going to do a good job taking down this second air defense. And after that, Ange has several hounds and 26 loons, so a lot to work with, including all his spells. So with that funnel, he really just deploys the hounds and not spams loons, but brings 26 loons just straight through the core of the space. Again, has 2 rages, 2 heals, 2 skeleton spells, and a freeze to tear through the rest of the space. And really, really beautiful attack. Fortunately, I caught this one live. It was fun to watch. So our 10s did pretty well this war. They also went 50% hit rate on Town Hall 10v11 attacks. So just a strong showing up top. Plenty of loons and pups left over. Relatively quick attack. We will speed through the end here. So again, really nice hit by Ange here. Definitely a fun one. So that would be our first of the 10v10 attacks. And our 3 other 10v10 triples were all bitch attacks. So we will show one here. This was me going in on their 18. Again, had a nice open by Baker. Unfortunately, the way he came on the base had the Tesla farm at the back end of his bitch attack, and that hurt. So we just changed one thing and really just ran straight through this base, no problems. Gonna be a double jump with 2 rages and a heal. Able to get the jumps down nice and early. Has a poison for that loon in the CC, and then also bringing 3 wizards to help tear through that hound relatively quickly, and then clean up the pups after it. So I'm not sure what the witches at 6 o'clock are doing, but they're just going to kind of hang out and take this attack off, I guess. But the bowler and witches up at 10 o'clock really cleared that left side of the base. Queen still has the ability, and that Barb King was tanking for her quite a bit, so by the time these cannons move on to her with the ability, she can make quick work of the defenses. Plenty of witches still hanging out. Does still have all 6 witches up at this point. There is a Troll Tesla at 3 o'clock that was shown in the first attack on this base, but coming with this attack from 7:30, you can just deal with that Troll Tesla last. No problem there. We will speed through the rest of this attack. Alright. Now the next two 10v10 attacks are also bitch attacks. For time, we will skip over them, but they were by Stitch and Tom. So shout out to them on getting 10v10 triples. We'll move on to some Town Hall 9 action. We did need 2 dips, 10v9, but our Town Hall 9s did provide 6 scouts on Town Hall 10 bases, so good war there. Gonna give a shout out to Eric, Tay, and Becca. All 3 of them had fresh 6-packs, so huge war from them. Really showed us how to do it at Town Hall 9, and we will show an attack each from them 3. Starting with Tay right here on their 24. Tay running the Suicide Heroes and a Laloon. So we'll start with a Hound to lure any air units in that CC, and then bring Suicide Heroes up at 12 o'clock with the goal to get two air defenses. So really nice deployment on his queen. I think the goal was to get 2 air defenses and not just 1. But that queen will take out the baby dragon and the air defense on the right, and then she will wrap around to get that second air defense. So I believe it was intentional. If I know Tay, it was. But really nice job there. Good value from Suicide Heroes. Does run into this Tesla farm pretty early on the Lalo, starting at 10 o'clock and moving counterclockwise. Does have a couple hastes, poison, 2 rages, a heal, and a skeleton spell for his Lalo. That skeleton spell, of course, for the enemy queen that stays up in the majority of these Suicide Hero Lalo raids. Gets decent value from that heal for his loons. And with that skeleton spell, rages, and the loon drops on the queen, the enemy queen, she's down very, very quickly. Just a couple defenses left now. Still has 2 loons in the bag, so can drop those to help with cleanup, but plenty of troops left over to make a quick 3-star. So again, shout out to Tay for a fresh 6-pack. Really awesome show in this war. And we will move on to the next one. So looking at 27 here, we have one of Becca's Town Hall 9 accounts coming in with hogs. So sets a nice wide funnel at 430. 2 golems, plenty of wizards to funnel, and both heroes will make it inside. Hound CC, of course, will tie up her queen for a while. And for the rest of this raid, she'll have 30 hogs, including CC hogs, and 3 heals, skeleton spell, and a poison. If I remember, her hogs will start at around 1 o'clock here and work counterclockwise. So we'll start out with those CC hogs, taking out the bomb tower. We'll lay down a pretty early heal there, while the enemy Barb King and that bomb tower do some damage on some hogs. And they will just wrap around the base. Does have 2 wizards and 2 archers that she puts down in plenty of time to help with cleanup. Skeleton spell to take care of that enemy Barb King, or at least distract it. And 1 heal over that Tesla farm that her hogs meet at the back end of this raid. Spring traps putting in work. But after that Tesla goes down, there's 1 mortar. It's not going to do any real damage to these hogs, and then it's cleanup time. So So we will fast forward through that. She does get a good split of the hogs there to help quicken this cleanup, but does have plenty of hogs left over. And not much damage on that, not much health on that enemy Barb King left. Taken down fairly quickly. So again, shout out to Becca for the fresh 6-pack, and we will move into our last Town Hall 9 attack. For this recap, and this goes to Eric on their 31. Eric, just like Tay, is running those Suicide Heroes with the Lalo. Going to haste a couple loons into the Wiz Tower at 3 o'clock to lure the CC. Also picks up an air trap. Looks like just a baby dragon that can attack air units, so he will lure that to 12 o'clock with the archer and bring down his heroes. Again, looking to get air defense and take out the CC. Eric will not waste any time bringing the Lalo in. Kind of interesting base. I don't have a Town Hall 9. Haven't attacked at Town Hall 9 in a very long time. But there's really not any defenses at 130 and 730. So he's kind of just bringing Lalo in at, well, everywhere else and just funneling to the core. Does have that rage. And saves a skeleton spell there. Still has a hound up, plenty of loons. We'll drop that skeleton spell on that archer tower to help keep those loons alive at 1 o'clock. But really, plenty of loons left for 2 Teslas, Expo, and archer tower. So really, time's the only question, and when Eric starts his Lalo so early and has plenty of minions and pups for cleanup, not going to be a problem. So again, shout out to Eric, Tay, and Becca for the fresh 6s at Town Hall 9. Great war all around. Had a good showing from the War and Glory crew. And we will be back next week with one more recap. Alright, thank you.